Hey, honey, guess what?
What?
Tomorrow's our wedding day.
Oh, yeah, finally.
Can you believe it?
I never knew this day would come. Okay, well, I knew, but I never knew it will come this fast.
Right? Tomorrow's the day I finally get to call you my wife. You don't have to rush home to mom and dad anymore. And you'll no longer have to worry about how they'll feel about seeing us close to each other.
Now you're just mocking me.
No, my love. You always look so cute when you start scampering about like a little rat drenched by the rain, simply because you're at mine and Dad's calling. Huh.
Stop it, Roland.
The highlight of the whole event for me will be when I finally get to kiss you in front of your daddy.
Oh, come on, stop that.
Are you shy?
No, it's just, you're super unbelievable.
The best part is, he'll be clapping and cheering us on as well. 'Cause we both know he has always been the traditional father, and you never wanted to do anything that would annoy him.
Roland.
That, for me, is victory.
Personally, though, I can't wait for you to finally touch me, Ro. I have longed for this forever.
Well, we're barely hours away from seeing your dreams come true, are we not?
I guess. You know, this all means so much to me for a reason. I'm still so shocked that I was able to find a decent man in this day and time who really loves me, not primarily for my body or my money, but for who I am and for what I'm worth.
I must confess it took a whole lot from me, indeed. I'm just glad it'll be over soon.
Yeah.
I would have said I wanted to switch to a video call and see your beautiful face, but it's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding, isn't it?
I think that's just a superstition. I want to see your face too.
Let's just stay on the safe side and not see until tomorrow, okay?
Fine.
Well, I just called in to ask if you've seen the tickets that were sent to your mail.
Oh, I've been so busy with planning that I haven't had the time to check my mail. I'll do that right now. Give me a second and I'll get back to you, okay?
All right, my darling. I love you.
I love you too. Okay, I've seen it. But why does it say 3 tickets on here?
'Cause we'll be 3 taking the trip.
What? Is this not supposed to be our honeymoon trip?
Yeah?
So why the hell are there 3 tickets here? Is it not supposed to just be the 2 of us?
I was offered a massive discount if I could book an extra ticket.
Not all discounts are meant to be redeemed, Roland. You didn't need to take the offer. It's a honeymoon trip. A getaway for 2?
You're blowing this out of proportion, Nicole.
So you're saying I'm being crazy now, are you?
No, it's just...
Hush it right there, Roland. I don't want your explanations. I need you to tell me who the 3rd ticket is for. And please don't let it be what I'm thinking.
I was thinking maybe my mom?
I knew it! Way to ruin my wedding, Eve.
I didn't mean to, my love. I just couldn't let the ticket go to waste.
Well, I'm definitely not going on my honeymoon trip with my mother-in-law. What's she gonna be doing there? Monitoring our escapades?
It's not going to be like that, Nicole, I promise. She'll be all the way down on the 1st floor, and we'll be on the 3rd floor. Consider this an opportunity to visit Paris in the middle of the year at half the cost.
But, Roland, Sarah was always on all of our dates, for goodness sake. She kept following you around like a hawk. I endured it because, as a woman, I thought it was just a mother's dilemma. But this is different. It's my honeymoon. Our honeymoon. How can I possibly be free to explore my fantasies if your mother can just badge into the room at any time?
She's not gonna do any of that.
Could she not leave us alone this one time?
Why not just say it clearly then?
Say what?
That you don't like my mommy.
Mommy? Oh my god, Roland. What grown man who is going to be getting married in less than 12 hours calls his mother mommy? Not mom, not mother. Mommy?
That's not what I'm talking about right now.
I can't believe you right now.
You have 2 options, Nicole. Accept that reservation, or consider our wedding canceled.
What? What's going on here right now?
End of conversation.
Roland? Where are you? Like, you left me in this room all alone for hours. We just got married. We're meant to be together right now.
I've been with Mommy. I'll be up with you soon.
Roland, you promised you'd be with me throughout this trip. Since we got here, you've been with Sarah only. She's not your wife, by the way. I am.
Come on, Nicole, stop whining like a baby. I said I'll be there in a bit.
You've not even as much as kissed me since we got here, Roland. I need you to help on this one, because I'm beginning to have an odd feeling that I made a huge mistake getting married to you.
Maybe I shouldn't have married a woman who doesn't even have the slightest respect for my mommy then. How about getting a divorce, huh? Because I cannot stand your nagging. And we haven't even been married for a week yet.
What are you saying to me, Roland?
It's not that way, okay? Mom mistakenly sprained her ankle while in the pool earlier today.
What? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
Oh, that's a relief.
I had to help her soothe it.
Well, I don't know when you became a bone setter, but if you say so, then do what you need to do and get right back to me.
Okay, I will soon enough.
Gosh, this is all so weird. My husband, whom I just got married to, has been in his mommy's room every second since the vacation began. Today, you're helping her stretch her dresses, and tomorrow, you're helping to fix her broken ankle.
I thought we were over this. You need to know that the earlier you let me go, the quicker I'll get back to you. So please get off this line and slip into the jacuzzi if you will. I'll send a bottle of your favorite wine up to you. Chill.
Roland, darling, see, I want to apologize. I guess I've been in the wrong all this while. Maybe I've been the one chasing you away with my nagging. I'm sorry. What's that they say? When you marry someone, you marry their family too, right? I'm sorry for making you feel like I do not accept Sarah. I promise to do better from now on, and I'll never come between you both ever again. But please come to me, my love. We've done nothing since the honeymoon started. Why are you not responding to my texts? Are you even with your phone? And what's that beeping? Oh, I just saw something. Oh, you left your phone under the pillow. Silly boy. Guess I'd have to call Sarah then. I love you, baby. Hi, Sarah? Oh, hi. Nicole, my beautiful new daughter-in-law. How are you doing? Not too bad, considering. Especially when I have not seen my husband for more than 1 hour in the past 5 days. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I taking up too much of his time? I feel the better question would be, are you giving him any time at all? Oh, come on, Nicole. You don't have to pretend about it. I know it's eating you up. And I understand your plight, because, well, I was once a new wife. Thank goodness for that. But I can't possibly be calling on room service all the time when I have a healthy son here who can take care of all my needs, right? I guess. Well, how's your feet? Roland said you sprained your ankle yesterday. What sprain? Oh, yes, my ankle. Yesterday. You see, he massaged it so well that I even forgot it ever existed. That's fine. I just need you to send him up to me, please. It's been ages since I last saw him, and it's beginning to really get lonely here. How could it be lonely? I made sure there's sufficient Netflix subscription and food and all the expensive drinks, and you? I thought I meant your husband, Roland, okay? You should know by now that I am fully involved in all of Roland's activities. Can you at least send him to me? I'll only keep him for 30 minutes. He'll be right back to you before you know it. Gosh, I can't believe I'm even saying this. I just want to see my husband. He will come to you. Only after he's done fixing the leaking faucet in my room. What? Why is he fixing a faucet? This just keeps getting weirder. Is there no plumber in this hotel? It's high time you stop treating Roland like he's a child or your errand boy. He's a grown man, Sarah. A married man at that. You don't have the right to tell me what to do with him. Get off my phone, silly girl. Sarah!
My queen, Nicole? Baby, oh, I'm so sorry. I've mistakenly left my phone in the bedroom when I went to see Mommy downstairs. Holy moly, you sent me a heckload of texts. But you're nowhere in sight. Where are you, darling? Please come to me. tonight is the night you've been waiting for.
I'm not really that interested anymore.
Oh, come on, darling. I know I've been with Mommy too much lately, but I'm here now. It's time to consummate our marriage. You cannot push me away now.
You'll have to wait for me then. I just stepped down a little bit to check some things out.
Okay, like what?
It's nothing much. Just the hotel attendants by the pool.
Huh?
They said there has been no such thing as an ankle sprain around there in the past 2 weeks, Roland.
Oh, it was by the other pool, the one near the garden. That's where Mommy had the accident.
The resort has 4 pools. I checked every single one.
Why are you even going around and asking questions about something so trivial? Mommy sprained her ankle when she got out of the pool the other day. But she's an adult. She really didn't have to make a fuss about it right there and then. She simply got to her room and called me.
What about the dresses you went to press? Did you really iron them?
I did.
No, you didn't. I spoke to the room attendant assigned to that floor, Roland. One of them just received a $100 tip from Sarah for helping her press all her extravagant dresses.
You know, they didn't exactly press all the dresses she needed. There was this one she needed me to stretch.
You are lying to me, Roland. Private pressing irons are not allowed in this resort, much less ironing inside the suite.
Well,
What about today's leaking faucet? Did that really happen?
Please calm down, Nicole. Come up to the room, we can talk this out.
Talk what out? Have I accused you of anything yet? Or is your guilty conscience just running free?
It's nothing like that.
Then tell me in plain words, what is your relationship with Sarah? And most importantly, what am I doing here with a man who doesn't really love me? Why am I with a man right now who married me just for convenience?
You know all of this already, Nicole. You are my wife. There's really no need to hide anything from you. And I did not marry you for convenience. I married you because I love you.
You still have not answered my question.
Sarah is my mommy.
Mommy or mother? Did she really give birth to you? Or were you adopted? 'Cause I really don't understand this. How come you don't look like her? How come I don't know your father or any of your siblings? Why is she the only family I know on your side?
It's not what it looks like, I promise. It's not what you think.
What am I thinking? No, tell me. You know, I had my doubts about the both of you right from the jump. Something was off about the way she continually doted over you and treated you like a child. I never knew I'd have to face the horrible truth one day. Sarah's not your mother, Roland. She's your sugar mommy.
I'm sorry, just hear me out, please.
Did you think I would not find out? The housekeepers were kind enough to let me have a feel of the sheets that were taken out of that room this evening. I'm sure you know what I found. And as if that wasn't enough, I have CCTV footage of you kissing her in the hotel corridors, Roland.
Nicole.
What am I to you then? A wife? Or some piece of furniture? I've been in this room all alone for almost a week. You've not touched or kissed me, yet an older woman on the first floor has been having her fill of your strength.
You're making this sound worse than it is.
Is it not? Answer me! Wait, the whole discount thing with the tickets for this trip, it was all a lie? Did you intentionally pay for a ticket for your fling to come with you and your wife on your honeymoon?
Please forgive me, Nicole. I'm so sorry that I did not tell you all of this before we got married. I was too ashamed to tell you, and I was scared that you'd leave me.
What was there to hide, Roland? There's nothing new under the sun.
I know that now.
You should have told me, but it's fine. I can forgive you, but only on the condition that you tell me the whole truth. What else about you is a lie?
I don't really work at Brendan & Co.
Huh?
I'm not really a graduate, and I don't really have all the things I claim to have.
Please, make this make sense?
Everything changed for me when my parents passed on years back. I had to drop out of school and take menial cleaning jobs in the homes of wealthy people. That was when I met Sarah.
And she's been sponsoring your life ever since?
I've wanted to be free from her for the longest time, I promise. But she always finds a way to tie me down. In order to marry you, I had to threaten that I'd unalive myself. She was hesitant, but agreed in the end, on the condition that you'll just be a figure to me. She made me promise never to touch you or treat you like my wife. She was gonna cover all our financial needs and all. She even paid all the expenses for this trip.
So all of this is just an undercover getaway for the both of you?
Not anymore, it's not. I want to be with you.
Why did you not tell me all of this in the beginning?
I was scared you were gonna leave me.
Then you clearly don't know what love is. True love doesn't just run away in the face of challenges, Roland. And what I found for you is true love.
So you're saying...
That I forgive you and I love you. And I want to stay married to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. I love you.
I love you too, Roland. But there is a condition.
Huh?
I want you to tell Sarah that you no longer want to be her sugar boy. Tell her you only want to be with me.
What? No, I can't do that.
So you want me to share you with her? You have to be clear on what you want. I also have enough money to take care of us. You have to choose between that old hag and a young woman who will actually spend the rest of her life with you.
I choose you.
Then do exactly as I say. Call Sarah and ask her to see you on the rooftop. There, tell her that you chose me.
Nicole, I need your help. There's an emergency.
What emergency? I asked you to go up to the rooftop and have a cool, calm conversation with Sarah about quitting your indecent relationship. But you ended up spending the night with her.
No, that's not what happened.
And now you want my help? What for? Ask your darling Sarah to help you. I'm out.
I'm still here on the rooftop with Sarah.
Huh?
We can't get out because the door is locked.
Is that a problem? Can you not shout for help?
That's the problem. We're both butt naked up here.
How did that even happen?
I don't know. Everything's just hazy in my memory. All I can remember is that Sarah and I were having a heated argument on the rooftop. She said she could not let me go because she was pregnant with my child.
What?
But that's not the point. That was when a waiter came up to us with 2 glasses of wine.
Now isn't that strange? Since when do they serve wine on the roof?
My point exactly. The waiter even had a face mask on, which was even stranger than the drink on the rooftop. But it did not come to mind immediately. I thought maybe Sarah ordered drinks to lighten the mood. I guess she expected an adventure on the roof.
Wouldn't be unlikely.
So I just quickly took the drink and gulped it down.
Did she drink too?
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't poisoned?
Yes, or maybe. Things just started to get hazy, and that's all I can remember. When I woke up, I was totally stripped. My clothes and wallet were nowhere in sight, and Sarah was lying beside me too.
What about Sarah? Could she find any of her things?
No. Please stop asking so many questions and come save us, please. It's freezing up here.
I'm sorry, but I cannot help you.
What? Why?
I cannot help you because I'm no longer in the hotel.
Huh? How? When? Why did you leave?
Did you think I'd forgive you that easily? And your dreams.
Come on, Nicole. It hasn't gotten to this.
Oh, it has, Roland. It has. You knew you had a woman in your life. One who you clearly love and are attracted to. Still, you tricked me into marrying you. For what, fun? You kept me sitting pretty like a porcelain figurine in that room all week. And each time you lied about one made-up emergency or the other, I could never imagine how devastating the truth would be. To think that my newlywed husband was with his lover under my nose.
I said I'm sorry. I've cut all ties with Sarah, I promise. Please help us first. It's getting really chilly out here. You know how I can get in the cold.
Shout then! Call for help and let all that cares to see look upon your shame for free. As for me, I'm gone from here. And for what it's worth, I was that waiter last night.
What?
After you both passed out like lifeless logs, I took your clothes and Sarah's, your wallets and purses and money and cards, name it. You won't find any money or clothes, and neither will she. Oh, and before I forget, I also took Sarah's phone, so she can't access any money to help your sorry asses.
No, you can't be doing this, Nicole. I trusted you.
You should learn from your own lessons and trust less next time. I trusted you too, didn't I? What did I get for it?
Get back here right now and fix the mess you've caused.
Is that how you beg for help? I was expecting to hear you cry and plead, but it's fine if you don't wanna. Anyway, guess what? I've gone back home. I'm in LA right now. I gave your clothes and all the physical cash I could find to some charity before I left France. You'll never set eyes on me again, and neither will I. It's not like I want to, by the way. So good luck getting off that roof, Ronald.
Nicole, you cannot do this to us. Get back here and let me out of here. Oh, this is so embarrassing.
Also, good luck getting back to LA without money or clothes. And send my regards to Sarah while you're at it. After spending a freezing night on the rooftop, Sarah and Roland were finally let out by a hotel attendant who had been alerted by other guests about the strange noises coming from above. Their embarrassing ordeal became the talk of the hotel, and they were left with a hefty debt to settle for their stay. With no other options, they worked menial jobs around the hotel for months to pay off their debt. It was a humbling experience for the once privileged couple as they cleaned rooms, served meals, and tended to various tasks. Desperate to return to Los Angeles, Sarah and Roland managed to scrape together enough money for tickets back home. However, they couldn't reach Nicole, who had left the state and severed all ties with them. Meanwhile, on another end of the world, Nicole picked up the pieces of her life, focusing on her job and finding happiness on her own terms. She had sworn off love and men for good, but to her surprise, her boss at work fell deeply in love with her, proving that genuine love could be found when least expected. The relationship blossomed, and Nicole found herself in a blissful partnership that made her realize true love was worth waiting for. With her past firmly behind her now, she looked forward to a future filled with honesty and authenticity, free from lies and deceit, and most of all, sugar mamas.
Hello, my precious wife.
Hello, Ryan. How are you holding up?
Quite well. I just got back from work.
Oh, I hate to ask, but how were things at work today?
Stressful, as usual.
Sorry, dear.
Yeah, thanks. It won't mean a thing once you're back home and I'm snugly resting beside you.
LOL. I'll be home soon. I just rounded up a study group session here.
That's good. Guess what I'm making for dinner?
Honey, you don't have to make me dinner. I'll be home soon.
It doesn't matter if you'll be home soon. I always enjoy helping out when I can.
Oh, thanks, hon. So what's for dinner tonight?
Spaghetti and meatballs. Oops, you tricked me. You were supposed to guess.
Sorry, babe. This is so funny.
LOL. It's a good thing you're back in college for your degree. Brings back your cheerful vibes I fell in love with. Unlike when you were at home all day just doing house chores.
I know, right? I just wish everyone else was happy with my decision to go back to school.
How do you mean?
Your mother?
What about my mother, Melissa?
I don't know how to put this, but she's been acting all bitter since I started this degree.
Come on, Melissa. My mom loves you and you know that.
Perhaps she loved me way back when we got married, but I tell you, she doesn't love me anymore.
What makes you think so?
Have you noticed how she always sneered each time we go out shopping and you're making payments?
Sneer? I haven't noticed that.
Well, you wouldn't, because it was directed at me.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Watch the way you speak about my mom.
But it's the truth, Ryan. Do you remember the day your mom said all I did was spend your money without contributing anything to running the household?
I think I do, but I don't think she meant it. Wait, was that the reason you took up that job?
Not exactly. I was gonna get a job with or without your mom's condescending remark.
Come on, Melissa, why do you make it sound so bad? It was just a harmless remark. See, you got that job because of that. LOL.
It's not funny, Ryan.
Alright, I'm sorry. You know, it doesn't matter what my mom says. You and I both know that you contribute a fair amount to running this family. Besides, I'm not complaining. I understand that you have to focus on your studies also.
Yeah, you understand, but the 854 people on my Snap don't.
Here we go again.
Don't roll your eyes at me, because I know that's what you just did.
LOL. So what is it about the people on your Snap?
I posted on my Instagram when I got a new hairstyle. I got a lot of likes and cool comments until your mom dropped her opinion. Can you believe your mom actually commented on my page saying I was lazy and I was spending her son's money? That I had no job and still had the guts to change hairstyles on impulse? Then people began to comment all sorts of nasty stuff.
Wow. How did my mom get to your Instagram?
The woman has a smartphone, for goodness sake. She can access anything and anyone. Although I blocked her off my Snap immediately.
Honestly, I don't think you should be worried about what those random people on your page think.
They're not all random people. Some are my course mates, and it was quite embarrassing to have them read such preposterous words.
I still don't think my mom's intentions were to hurt you. She might be saying those things as a way of challenging you, you know, to make you work harder at your studies.
Oh, really? Was that how she raised you?
Well, she wasn't the best of moms, but she was sure one tough woman. Please don't take her words to heart. My mom loves you, okay?
All right, Ryan. I'll agree with you that her words were just to bring out the best in me, however hurtful they felt. But the next time she makes such remarks, I won't take it lightly, because I know my worth.
All right, Melissa. Stay safe.
Hello, daughter-in-law. Carol, hi. Good morning? Away with the pleasantries. Where are you? Excuse me? Is there something I'm missing? Don't make me repeat myself. I don't understand your question. I'm right where I should be. No, you're not. I'm in the house now and no one is at home. What? How did you get in? You must be silly if you think I'd need to take permission from you before coming to my son's house. So Ryan is aware you're around? No. Does he need to? Whatever belongs to him belongs to me also. Besides, I have a spare key and I can come whenever I want to. Whoa. Ryan and I are both the ones who paid for that house, so I deserve to have a say on whatever goes on in there. Really? I didn't know. But that doesn't change a thing. Besides, where do you get the money from? Last time I checked, you don't have a job. Sorry to disappoint you, Carol, but I do have a job. A high-paying one at that. What? Why wasn't I informed? Since when did you youngsters begin to make decisions without me? Since you became a nosy mother-in-law? Me? Nosy? How dare you? I'm doing just the right thing by guiding you both. I see, LOL. I suppose Ryan isn't in support of this. Fortunately, he is. Oh, my poor baby. Thank God I'm around to set things straight. We didn't ask to have you around, Carol. Shut up and listen to me. First, I told you not to go back to college. I mean, why would you neglect your duties as a wife and run off studying? I'm not neglecting my duties as a wife. And if I was, Ryan is in the best position to inform me. I'm married to him, not you. Besides, I didn't just get married to a businessman like Ryan without having intentions of scaling up career-wise. Back in my days, a woman would drop all her ambitions once she got married. You're even lucky to have someone like my son as your husband. He's rich and caring. What else would a woman want? You know what? I'm not having this conversation with you anymore. Ryan and I discussed this before marriage, so he doesn't have a problem with me pursuing my college degree. Can you not bring this up anymore? Oh, I wish I could stop, but you keep giving me reasons not to. LOL. What is it again? You're really getting on my nerves, Carol. I checked in the fridge if I could get something to eat, and I found this leftover spaghetti and meatballs that tastes awful. Did going to college also drain you of your culinary habits? Oh, I'm sorry you had to see that. If you had informed us you'd be coming, I'd have prepared something nice for you. After what I just tasted, I don't think I'd want to eat another meal from you. You've been feeding my poor baby badly. Little wonder he didn't want to come over and see his darling mother. He probably doesn't want me to see how skinny he's become. It's funny how that meal you tasted was actually prepared by your darling son. FYI, I'm still a great cook. Ryan only assists once in a while. He actually seems to enjoy it too. Liar! My son couldn't have prepared something that terrible. It's fine, you're free to believe whatever you want to. I suggest you leave wherever you are now and come attend me this instant. I'm at work, Carol, and there's no way I'd risk being queried. Listen to yourself, take pride in your stupid job. I command you to quit your job instantly. You're not the boss of me. You're so rude, Melissa. Look, the house is in such a mess. My house isn't a mess. I made sure I cleaned up everything before leaving for work. Yeah, everywhere except my room. 'Cause I wasn't expecting you. Besides, I don't have the time to clean every single room in that house. You don't have the time because you don't set your priorities right. You're a wife, Melissa. Act like one. In your books, being a wife is tantamount to sitting at home all day cooking, cleaning, and warming the bed, right? Of course. Wake up, Carol. This is the 21st century. All right, fine. So when I bring my friends over and they ask why my son's house isn't a mess, I'll tell them that his wife is busy studying and working, so she has no time to take care of the home. There's no way I'm letting you bring a bunch of nosy old ladies into our home. You've really got some nerves, Melissa. When my son introduced you to me, I thought you were a simple woman who would be content with raising children and keeping the home. Now I know better. You're no different from those women I'd feared he'd ended up with. Nah, you thought I was the type of woman who'd dance to your tunes and avoid stepping on your toes. Well, I'm done living that way. I'll respect you as my mother-in-law, but I won't hesitate to defend myself when my integrity is at stake. I honestly can't put up with your antics anymore. Me too. I'm tired of condoning you. I'm gonna tell Ryan just how I feel about this marriage.
Hello, Melissa. How are things going at work?
Hi, Ryan. Work has been smooth so far. At this rate, I might get a promotion when I'm done with my degree, LOL.
That'd be great. I'm happy you're settling in well. How about I take you out for dinner tonight? You know, to celebrate what a dedicated and hardworking wife you've been.
I'd love to, but I can't.
Well, why not?
I have a deadline to meet, and I'm still far from completing the task.
Oh, all right, babe. I'll bring the dinner to you then. And I promise not to distract you too much.
No deal. I don't want you to distract me at all. Talking of distraction, your mom came around today.
You mean she came to our house without informing either of us?
Yeah, she texted me not long ago.
That's not possible. Funny enough, I just spoke with her and she didn't say anything about being at the house.
I could show you the screenshot of our chat if you don't believe me.
Nah, no need. But why would Mom come to the house in the morning? She should know we'd be out of the house.
Well, your mom believes a good wife should be at home all day long, and apparently a certain someone gave her the spare keys to the house.
I'm sorry, that's on me. She requested it for the last time she was around.
And you gave her without informing me?
I didn't see it as a big deal.
Now I see why your mother berates me. You indulge her too much, Ryan. Now she thinks she can do as she wishes in our home.
What has she done this time around?
She came over unannounced and has the guts to tell me I'm not fulfilling my duties as a wife because I'm running a part-time job alongside my degree.
I understand if she's annoyed. We didn't inform her you'd be getting a part-time job.
We didn't have to, babe.
Try to understand her, Melissa. She's the only family I've got. I don't think it's bad if she wants to be involved in our lives.
Ryan, how do you feel if my father came snooping around our home accusing you of not being a good enough husband?
I wouldn't like that one bit.
Good. So there's nothing for me to understand about your mom's behavior. She said a lot of nasty things to me today that I almost lost my temper.
Wow, I'm really sorry, babe.
You need to stop being sorry for your mother and actually make her apologize.
It's funny how the things she told me over the phone are a direct opposite of what you're saying now.
How do you mean?
She called me earlier today and said you called her an old, nosy mother-in-law because she informed you she'd be coming over.
What?
Yeah. She said you also told her you're busy with your work and college degrees so you wouldn't have time to tend to her needs, and that she shouldn't come around anymore. When I heard those things, I thought you had decided to handle issues with my mom all by yourself.
That's not true. Your mom is twisting my words. Don't tell me you believe her.
Well, she sounded believable.
Ryan!
Just kidding. I intended for us to talk it over dinner tonight. So my mom was really at our house today?
Yes. Please do talk to her. Let her know she can't be dictating how we run our home.
No probs. I'll visit her over the weekend.
Thanks, hun. Hello, nasty daughter-in-law. Hi, Carol. How dare you report me to my son? Report? Oh, don't you feign ignorance with me. Carol, I don't understand you. I should be the angry one here. No, you have no right to be angry. Did Ryan scold you for lying and being manipulative? 'Cause that's exactly what you did by twisting my words and saying you didn't come to the house at all. Now you're hurt to the marrow that your precious son would stand up to you. You can laugh all you want, 'cause you'll be shedding tears pretty soon. Yeah, Ryan came over to correct me over your alleged accusations, but I made him see why you were in the wrong, not me. What? What do you mean? Like I said, I made Ryan see who the real liar and manipulator is. You. I gave him some advice, but apparently he hasn't taken any action, so I decided to do what should be done myself. All right. I really do not understand what you're ranting about. Neither do I have so much time to spare. Can you get straight to the point? Let me guess. You're either chasing that useless degree of yours, or you're at that prison you call a workplace. LOL, why would you say such things? When Ryan came over the weekend, he was trying to make me understand why you're pursuing a degree and also the nature of your job, but it doesn't make sense at all. He says you're in marketing, but I don't see you selling any products. Well, that's because it's digital marketing. You know, it's done online. If it's done online, what do you do when you say you go to work? Sometimes my physical presence is needed, although I work remotely on most days. Remotely? What does that mean? Never mind. I don't think you'd understand. LOL. Whatever. Back in my days, most women in marketing were sluts. And I know you pretty well, Melissa. You're probably flirting with all sorts of men under the guise of studying or working. You know what, Carol? I'm done explaining myself or my job to you. Yeah, you don't need to, because you'll be out of Ryan's life and mine soon. What? What do you mean? I hate to break it to you, but Ryan will be divorcing you soon. What? That's impossible. Ryan hasn't said anything of such to me. Yeah, that's because he's a sweet man and doesn't want to break your heart. You may not know, but he's been putting up with the marriage all this while. Oh, really? Yes. Okay, then. I guess I'll discuss it with Ryan tonight. No need to. The divorce is a settled matter already. What? That's impossible! Ryan is even out of town! Yeah, I know. He couldn't face you, so I'm doing the talking for him. I don't believe any of this. Besides, I didn't get any divorce papers. You didn't have to. I got them signed and submitted the divorce papers on behalf of you both already. How is that even possible? It was very easy. You forged those documents? It wasn't exactly forgery. Why do you make it sound like a terrible thing? It is a punishable offense, if you don't know. No one is punishing me. I'm a law-abiding elderly lady. I can't be punished for doing what's right for my son. Let me get this straight. Ryan doesn't know about this? Well, I told him it was time to get rid of you. You aren't exactly the type of wife I had imagined. He never got back to me, so I made some moves. So you'd better start packing your luggage, young lady. Do you really think it's that easy to dissolve a marriage? Yeah. What's the big deal? You don't even have a child from him yet. So there isn't going to be any serious paperwork about alimony or any settlement whatsoever. So all the properties would go to my darling son. Well, about that, Ryan and I agreed not to have kids until we're ready. And that's certainly not how the law works after a divorce. Properties don't just automatically go to the husband. Ugh, there you go again. You must think yourself a witty woman, always having an answer for everything I say. Let me break it to you, young lady. It doesn't matter what you and my son discussed. You both have to obey what I demand. I know you and I have never seen eye to eye, but I never thought you'd be this despicable. I wonder how you were able to raise such a fine man like Ryan. We'll keep wondering till you wander out of his house and our lives. I've gotten a suitable wife for him, the daughter of my dear friend Sally. She'll do whatever I tell her to, and she'll certainly be a good home keeper and raise grandchildren for me, unlike you who enjoys gallivanting in the name of pursuing ambitions. You're really getting ahead of yourself lately, Carol. Whatever. Bye forever, Lisa. Hello, Ryan?
Hi.
I think it's high time you decided between your mom and myself, because I'm sick and tired of her constant nagging.
You won't believe this, but she just crossed the lines with me too.
Huh? How? I thought she's your loving mom who could never go wrong.
I shouldn't have kept this away from you, but Carol isn't really my mom. She's my mom's sister.
What? What the heck?
Yeah, I never knew my dad and was pretty young when I lost my mom. Carol was the closest thing I had to family.
Whoa, that's sad.
Uh-huh. Around the time I lost my mom, Carol was forced to take me in, but there really wasn't much she did other than provide a roof over my head. As little as 7, I had to beg to feed or offer to do few jobs around in exchange for food.
I really can't believe this.
Well, it's the sad truth. Carol was always frolicking with men. Luckily, I was able to find a foster home that took me in and sent me to school. When Carol heard that I had won a scholarship, she came looking for me, claiming to be my guardian. You want to know what she did?
Yeah, tell me.
The scholarship money was given to Carol, and she squandered it on all her promiscuous lifestyle.
What? As if she did that.
Yeah. It took a lot of determination to become the successful man I am today. I really don't want to go back to the hurtful things Carol did to me.
I'm sorry you had to go through those things, honey.
Thank you, Melissa. I only chose to forgive Carol and adopt her as my mother because she was growing old and had no family. Not like she deserved it one bit.
Carol is really a shameless woman. I can't believe she was promiscuous and then dared label me a slut.
Carol said that to you?
Yes! And here's the real shocker. We're divorced. Illegally, though.
What? Divorced? What do you mean?
I think you should ask her yourself.
It's time I did what I should have done a long time ago. She's definitely not going scot-free this time around.
That reminds me, you said she crossed the line with you too?
Oh yeah. She was going to forcefully fix up a lady for me.
Goodness gracious! That lady's really something else.
Yeah, she kept spamming me with pictures of a random girl I don't even know, and filling me with details of how she was a better wife than you are.
Honey, at this point, I trust you know what to do.
Oh yeah, I do.
Melissa! Melissa, where are you? What do you mean, where am I? Why are you not picking my calls, but you're responding to my texts here? That shows you are ignoring my calls willingly. What do you want from me? Well, exactly what I requested from you 2 weeks ago. Which is? Stop playing games with me, young woman. Will you stop being a nuisance, you old hag? What? How dare you? I see you think you owe me no respect since you aren't married to my son anymore, huh? I saw this coming. A leopard never changes its spots. This is exactly what you are. A young lady who has neither manners nor regard. Carol, I have to give you that. I'm impressed with how you're able to put up with this act of yours. Whatever. I'm in front of the house now. Where are you? Come open the door for me. I thought you had the spare keys to the house. Why don't you open it like you always did? Don't worry, I won't tell on you. I've tried the lock several times, but it just won't open. What's so funny? The new owners of the house probably changed the lock. New owners? Yes, Ryan and I sold the house. What? Why? 'Cause we're moving. What? How could he do that without my consent? I never gave him permission to. Your permission isn't needed over a property that isn't yours. No, I don't believe you. You mean you both relocated? Yep, and don't bother asking where, 'cause you'll never be able to reach us. No! I was hoping that you'd left and we could move in with Ryan. We? Myself and Ryan's new wife. That's a dream that'll never come true. What do I do now? Why don't you speak to your darling son? Ryan isn't answering my chats anymore. He isn't picking up my calls either. You're getting all that you truly deserve, Carol. I disagree. I'm his mother and he should treat me with respect. Listen to yourself. How pathetic of you to want to enjoy the benefits of a mother without actually playing the role. Ryan told me you aren't his real mom, so get lost. Oh, so you finally got to know the truth? Well, I'm the only family he's got left, so that makes me his mother. You must really think yourself to be something important. Listen up, Carol. My husband has decided to ignore you forever. You're not his mother. And even if you were, from the things I've heard, you'd be a terrible mom. Don't speak of what you don't know about. It's not like you're a mother yourself. That might be what you think, but I'm actually in my first trimester. Ryan and I are expecting. Surprise! Really? Oh, that's good news! This calls for a celebration. Tell Ryan I want to come to visit, to celebrate the baby. Okay, you clearly don't get what I'm trying to say. We're cutting off contact with you henceforth. That's not possible! You can't just get rid of me! I'm family! You brought this on yourself, Carol. There's no way we're putting up with you anymore, just in the name of family. Bye! Help me, Melissa! My life is ruined! Carol? My God, I thought I'd never hear from you again. Please help me. What is it? I'm in a lot of trouble right now and there's no one to call for help. This is what happens when you don't value family. Now that you're in trouble, you think you can suddenly call for me and I'd come running? No way. You can't do this to me. I'm homeless. What? Homeless? I'm curious. Fill me in. Well, I sold my house. You did? I don't understand. Why would you sell your house all of a sudden? Well, I had no choice. The court sued me for submitting forged divorce papers. I had to pay a huge fine, but I didn't have enough money, so I sold my house. Okay, you sold your house, you settled the court, so what do you need me for? That's the problem. It's not enough to settle the court. Why? I remember the kind of house Ryan got you. It should get a good sell-off price. I didn't know how to go about selling off the house, so I asked my friend's daughter to help me. She sold my house and ran off with the money. All of it. The lady whose pictures you sent to my husband? Huh? He told you about that? Yes, he did. That's when he decided to cut off all ties with you, totally. So that amazing woman who was supposed to be a much better wife than me turned out to be just as devious and self-centered as you are. Like attracts like, I guess. Oh my goodness. Don't be so heartless, Melissa. I know you've got loads of kindness in your heart. Really? What happened to all that talk of me being a slut and a bad wife? I'm sorry for all the hurtful things I said to you, Melissa. Now I know the truth. You're a good woman, hardworking and dedicated. The kind of person I never was for Ryan. So, I was jealous of you. That's why I acted the way I did. Please speak to Ryan on my behalf. I really have nowhere to go. I hardly have any cash to spare. I realize my mistakes now and I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're only coming to me because you're in serious trouble. In your words, a leopard never changes its spots. So, I don't believe you. You can't do this to me! I have nowhere to go! No family to call! I can't believe this. My ex-mother-in-law is now homeless and poor. Karma sure is a real I'm an old lady, and I can't work again. Help me, please! Can you speak to Ryan for me? I'm sure he's forgiven me. Speak to him yourself if you're so sure he's forgiven you. Well, he seemed to have blocked my number because I can't reach him at all. That is exactly what I'll be doing right now. Blocking you forever. I could be jailed. I don't want to go to prison. You can go to hell for all I care. I wrote my final exams just before relocating with my husband and got promoted at my job as a result. Months later, I delivered a beautiful baby girl. I later quit my job to start a marketing company of my own and became very rich. My husband and I are living the best life together. As for my crazy mother-in-law, you ask, well, she was sentenced to 1 year in jail since she couldn't pay the fine the court ordered. When she got out of prison, I heard she was forced to go to a home for the elderly. Now that I think of it, she could have been a narcissist. I believe she's paying dearly for neglecting Ryan as a child, seeing she's also alone in her old age. What goes around does come around.
Make it wait till tomorrow.
No! We're gonna talk about it right now. I can't have failed that subject, Miss Angela. I studied really hard for my tests and exams. I also cross-checked the papers. Also, this is the first time I'm getting a grade below B. I just need to confirm that you made a mistake, because I've never failed at anything in my life.
Well, I don't make mistakes.
Huh?
You may not have noticed, but I grade my students not based on academic performance alone, but on character and conduct as well.
What does that even mean? How on earth was I supposed to notice that? And when was I not of good conduct?
Do you see? It's this sharp-mouthedness of yours that I do not like one bit.
As a teacher, I do not expect you to discredit a student because you have personal reservations.
Oh, really? So you know what's right and wrong, too?
Of course, because I don't understand what is going on here. I just want to get it straight. You're failing me because I'm sharp-mouthed? How strange is that?
You think you're so smart, yet you can't understand the simplest things. Well, let me spell it out for you then. You are never in class, Ria. You think you're so pretty, gallivanting around all the time with all these guys in school. And what's with all the designer clothes, by the way? Do you think this is a fashion pageant or something?
You're confusing me right now. You failed me because I'm beautiful and always around guys? I feel really flattered, actually. Maybe you've forgotten, but that's literally what high school is about. Socializing. No one should fail just for that.
It's not just that. You're also always around Sir P. Do you know how that looks in the eyes of the teachers and other students? We've all concluded that you're an unserious student, and people like you should not be allowed into medical school. You'll soon forget a needle or razor inside a patient because no handsome man can just walk past you.
Oh, is that what this is about? The principal? You like him, don't you?
I never said that.
You don't have to say it, because it's clear. That's why you keep staring into the closed-circuit cameras while you teach. That's why you always act like the perfect teacher. You want him to notice you, right? Is that what this is?
No! I don't like him. I just want to maintain the sanctity of the learning environment. No student should be involved in a romantic relationship with anyone else in this school, much less with the principal himself. Do you know how it makes our school look? It just makes everything we do here look like a joke. It's clear you don't see anything wrong with bringing shame to our school, though.
Okay, let's say, for instance, that I do have something going on with Sir P. Why would you care so much? You know, earlier you said I can't understand the simplest things, but I'm pretty sure I understand this one. You gave me an F because you like the principal. You think I'm a threat because I'm dating him. That's why you want me out of your way.
Fine, you're right. But I don't just like Sir P, okay? I love him. What's so wrong about that? I'm the adult, and you're still a child. Forget about your ballooned chest and round hips. You're still not in his class, and I don't see why he gives you any attention at all. You're not even that beautiful anyway. I'm in a way better position to date him.
Really?
I would have loved to give you a thorough smackdown for taking his attention away from me. But since I can't do that, I've decided to punish you in some other way. If you don't leave Sir P alone, I'll fail you so much in this school that you'll either leave or have all your plans of getting accepted into a prestigious college ruined.
Hey, hold up. You're getting this all wrong. Let me explain.
I don't need any of your filthy explanations, Ria. You're my competition, and I'll make you pay for taking what belongs to me.
Ugh, I wanted to explain things to you like an adult, but you've refused to be reasonable. You want to play rough, don't you? Well, let's dance.
You'll regret ever stepping on my toes, Ria.
Bring it on.
Your plan did not work, Bianca.
Which of them?
Your plan to get Ria away from Sir P by making her fail her major courses?
Oh.
Yes, that one. It didn't work. Ria now visits his office more frequently. And I can't see anything going on because they always shut the door behind them.
I don't understand. You've been spying on them too?
With binoculars, even.
Oh, wow. You're really desperate.
Oh, I hate seeing those two together. Sir P continually dotes on that little imp like she's Miss Universe, but he never even looks my way.
Is it not obvious why he wouldn't give you any attention?
Why?
Ria is clearly more beautiful than you.
Bianca!
No offense, though.
Don't say that!
But it's the truth, Angela. What kind of friend will I be if I can't tell you the common truth? Like, seriously, have you seen Ria's bold hazel eyes, her dark brown hair and plump lips? Have you seen the sway of her hips?
Yeah, duh! But she's a child! He can't possibly be in love with her!
And who's to say he can't? You might be an adult, but she's younger. She's fresher. She's probably even more submissive and respectful to him. All these things are what men want these days. Honestly, you'll have to try to be a little more like Ria if you want Sir P to look your way.
So what do you propose I do?
If I were you, I'd think about surgery.
Surgery?
Yeah, you know, tighten your facial skin, make your lips fuller. Anything to get the man you want, right?
I'm not sure about this. Do you think it would make him like me?
You have to trust me on this one, darling.
Oh, you have no idea how desperate I am to just have him look my way. Everything I've done to secure his attention all these years has proved futile.
Years? But you just got employed here, like, what, 1 year ago?
Oh, but I've known Sir P for a lot longer than that, Bianca. We lived in the same neighborhood growing up, okay?
Oh, wow.
He's always been the brightest of all the young men I know. He was tall, handsome, and with a stature to die for. I just knew he had to be mine.
Did you take this job just to get close to him?
You don't know the whiff of it.
I don't know if I should call this an obsession or something, but it clearly has you in a chokehold.
It's not an obsession! I love him! But he never loved me back. He's never even noticed me. He even went ahead to marry that bum-ass woman, Joy. And that was when they moved out of our neighborhood. I heard they later had a baby together, though. But the greatest news for me was when I heard she was no more.
Okay, you were happy that someone got unalived? That's creepy. Are you that unhinged?
Call it whatever you want.
But a girl wants what a girl wants. Besides, won't you be happy if the same happened to your worst enemy? Let's move on from that topic for a minute, okay? So, that was when you figured it was your cue to return to the scene?
Exactly! And there was no other way to do it than to take the silly teacher job. That's what I'm telling you, Bianca. I'm willing to do anything. Anything at all to make sure he falls head over heels in love with me.
I get that. That's why I need you to take my advice on this one, yeah?
Okay, talk to me.
You know you just got employed here, right? So you wouldn't know this, but the principal was dating another girl before Rhea. Priscilla, that was her name. Beautiful and young, just like Rhea. Everybody knew her around here.
What happened to her then?
She graduated.
Oh.
He had to move on, you know? So, if you know anything about him, you'd know he likes girls that look just like Rhea.
What you're saying is that if I looked more like Rhea, I'd have better chances at getting Sir P?
Exactly.
I feel some way about this plan.
Do you or do you not want the man?
I do.
Then do what needs to be done, girl. Can't be that hard.
You might be onto something with this one. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right?
Yes, and the earlier the better.
Well, I have a couple 100,000 saved up, but it won't be enough for the procedure.
Are we not going to get paid today?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That should be enough then. I also have a cousin who runs a hospital for such cosmetic procedures. He'll do everything for you with a huge discount. All on me.
Oh, really? Thank you! You're a lifesaver!
All I want is to see you happy, babe. It's all good. Like, what are friends for?
Hey, Miss Angie. What's poppin'? It's been a while, though, and I must confess, I really hated the substitute teacher. You can't believe how I jumped for joy when you walked into the class. Please never go on sick leave ever again. I never knew I'd be so happy to see you. Only you kind of look like me all of a sudden. What happened? Will you not answer me? If you called just to body shame me, please cut it off. I don't have any time for your tantrums. No, really. From one lady to another, I couldn't possibly body shame you. It's against the bro code. Or should I say sis code? All I'm saying is, you look a little bit different now. Just a tad bit. Tell me, were you really sick or did you go for a body enhancement surgery? It's not your business what I do with my body, Rhea. I'll tell you the truth regardless. With all due respect, you look hideous. Watch your tongue, little girl. You may not want to admit it, but I'm sure you know your body just got botched. However, I'll mind my business because that's not why I called. What do you want this time? You released the scores for the semester projects? Mine wasn't on the board. Oh, that. I didn't exactly fancy your submission, Rhea. Your work was a little sketchy. Sketchy? I practically did the entire project on my own. You paired everyone else up but me, and I still had to submit at the same time as others. Well, let's just say I did not receive any submissions with your name on it. Get ready to redo that project. What? You cannot do that! This should teach you to focus on your studies and boys your age. As for Sir P, I had him once before. He's going to be mine again. But I don't have him! Lie all you want. I'll get him one way or another. And I don't mind ruining you in the process. Just know there's nothing you can do about it. Enough! I've had enough of you! How can you keep failing me simply because you want a man who clearly doesn't even notice you? I'm gonna report this to my dad, and he's gonna get you fired! Your dad? Who's that? As long as he's not the president of the USA, he cannot do anything. Let Sir P be, Rhea, or face my wrath all through your remaining days in high school. Bianca, I'm in deep trouble right now. I need you to figure it all out.
Huh? What's going on?
I didn't know I was allergic to lip fillers. Now my lips have gotten botched and I caught an infection. I look so hideous.
OMG, Angela, when did that happen?
I don't know. I just woke up this morning and my face looked like 1,000 honeybees had stung it. There's no way Sir P's gonna fall in love with me now. Oh my gosh, I'm legit freaking out right now. What am I gonna do?
Have you called my cousin? Maybe he could give you some medication, or at best schedule an appointment to dissolve the fillers.
I did, but he said it's risky. I've already been infected. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. It was all your fault, Bianca. You talked me into this. Me? I was just trying to help you. Besides, I didn't force you. You took on the procedure on your own accord.
Look at what has happened now. I look like a monster. I have to find a way to solve my problems. It seems like Sir P was not meant for me after all.
What did you just say? Don't tell me you're just going to give up after all you've been through.
Do I have a choice?
There is no room for giving up when you have not achieved your goal. You will go and talk to the principal.
No, I can't do that. At least not when I look like this.
Then wear a face mask or something. Or better still, talk to him over the phone. You have to shoot your shot, Angela. You've been beating around the bush all these years. Now you must be direct about your feelings. Tell him that you want to be with him and let him say out of his mouth that he doesn't want you. Then you'll be sure that you've been defeated by an 18-year-old.
Rhea cannot win this fight. That would be super embarrassing.
Then put on your big girl pants and tell the man you love that you love him. It won't hurt. If he's actually meant for you, he'll love you even with your botched surgeries.
It's not funny.
I know, but I'm just saying, what if he always liked you, but didn't have the nerve to talk to you about it? You'll never know unless you talk to him directly.
I guess you're right. You've won, Rhea. You're happy now, right?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You're the reason he didn't even try to fall in love with me. You made him hate me. Now he thinks I'm a mindless freak.
I did no such thing. I don't even have a clue what you're talking about right now.
Well, if you must know, I called to tell my darling Pete how much I love him.
Oh, wow. That must have been fun. Tell me about it.
He told me off.
Really? Why?
I know you're having a field day hearing of my tales of woe, but I'll say it anyway. He said he cannot have anything to do with me because he's my boss and it's against the code of conduct. I know you told him I've been assaulting you because of him.
Duh. Was I supposed to simply keep quiet?
He's upset at how badly I treated you. He even said I had no professional etiquette and that I don't deserve to be employed in any establishment.
Not that he was wrong about that.
He called me a creep because of the risky surgeries I took just to get his attention. Now I've lost my job because he thinks I'm mentally unstable.
Oh, you got fired too? Oh, I'm sorry about that. I did not ask him to go that far.
Don't start acting like a saint all of a sudden, Rhea. This is all your fault. If you just stepped aside and let the adults interact, none of this would have happened.
None of what has happened so far is my fault, Miss Angela. I kept trying to explain that you were getting it all wrong, but you won't listen.
There's no use for your stories now that the worst has happened. How am I going to pay for treatments now? I no longer have a job.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Angela, but for what it's worth, you need to know that you were on a wild goose chase all along.
Huh? What do you mean?
I was never dating Sir P. He's my father.
What? But you were always together behind closed doors and I could see your silhouettes like you were
hugging each other. I got so sad and emotionally drained because of all the crazy things you kept doing to me. I needed someone to fall back on, and since my mom died 5 years ago, my dad has been my rock, and I have been his too. That's why I keep going to see him.
Oh my god, I'm literally going crazy right now. How can this be true?
You may not believe it, but it is the truth. You know the last time when I said my dad will have you fired? Yeah, Sir P was the dad I was referring to.
So why did he not do anything earlier? Why was he just watching me frustrate his daughter?
Because you had already started with the final year. He didn't want to bridge the learning gap by relieving you of your duties, especially when the other students say you're a great teacher.
Oh no. If that's the case, then he would have at least noticed all my advances. There has to be some other woman in the picture. He never once acted or spoke like he was single, you know?
Yes, because there is someone else.
And who could that be?
Miss Bianca, the chemistry teacher. They're gonna get married as soon as he retires.
What? So it was you all along! How could you be this wicked?
Oh, hi, Angie. What's going on? You didn't get back to me on the deets of your convo with Sir P. You sound super hyped. Tell me what happened.
Did you not see my text?
I did, but I chose to ignore it.
So Rhea was right after all.
She told you, right? That's great, because I was beginning to wonder when all of this drama will be over.
Are you or are you not engaged to be married to the principal?
Yes. Whose ring did you think I was wearing all along? The only reason we're not married yet is that he's been waiting to retire from service in a year's time when he must have saved up enough money to take care of me and give me the life I totally deserve.
I don't get it. Why Rhea then? She's supposed to be your stepdaughter, right? Why did you want her to suffer so much?
She was never suffering. You're just the one who thought she was.
So you all were double timing me?
If you choose to see it that way. I mean, who am I to tell you otherwise?
You sent me on a wild goose chase, Bianca. You made me antagonize the poor girl when you were the one I should have been after all along.
Correction. I did not make you do anything. I simply gave suggestions and you followed through like a mindless wimp. Plus, I was gonna kill two birds with a single stone. You wanted my man, and I was bored from the lack of events and drama, so I had to put on a spectacle. It was fun setting you up against each other, and I must say I enjoyed the show. Rhea played her part perfectly.
How can you even look at yourself in the mirror, Bianca? You're crazy and totally unhinged.
Yes, but not more than you. You were the one who opted to change your looks for a man, weren't you? You're the one I should be asking how you managed to look at yourself in the mirror. Thank goodness you got permanent damage out of it. That should teach you to stay within your limits.
You will pay for what you've done to me.
Okay, but that will be after you pay for correctional surgery for all your botched procedures. You thought you could swoop my man away with all your beauty, no? I'm happy I could teach you this lesson myself. Now you must learn to live with all your mistakes.
Pete will never love me now. It's all your fault. I trusted you, Bianca. I thought we were best friends. I'd have literally left him alone if I knew you two were engaged. But you decided to go the long route because you're so wicked and insecure. I may have lost my job and my dignity, but you've lost your humanity, and posterity will never let you go scot-free. That's a promise.
Tell that to your hideous face. Meanwhile, I can continue planning my wedding in peace. And you get nothing. Adios, amigo. As days turned into weeks and months, Bianca and Pete carried on with their wedding plans. Their love story had weathered the storm of Angela's schemes, and they found themselves growing closer with each passing day. However, Sir P, in the wake of the tumultuous events, realized the importance of maintaining professional boundaries. The wedding was a grand affair, attended by friends, family, and students alike, who celebrated the union of the principal and the chemistry teacher. Meanwhile, Angela's life took a different turn. She faced intense struggles as she sought medical treatment to correct the botched surgeries. But things only got worse. However, her reputation was forever tarnished, and she struggled to find employment in the teaching field again. Rhea later received her unjustly taken grades and graduated from high school with flying colors. Her exceptional performance earned her admission into a prestigious medical school, fulfilling her dreams and proving that justice ultimately prevailed. Then, as a result of the Ferris wheel of events that had occurred so far, Sir P vowed never to touch women ever again, not even with a 10-foot pole.